one word on his mind though in fourth place. It's manifest. Manifest that World Cup win, being on the top, the solo champion. He's trying to climb back to first, 20 points behind, and still has one more game to push to do it.
Dubs though, look, same point value. He is tied. Even Illest, right? Just a handful of eliminations, except could make something happen. As you're saying, manifest right now. We have one game left, boys. Literally anything could happen. If nothing does, and Coop can hold on, even just placing top 10 with no eliminations would secure him the VR.
You know what's crazy too, guys, is that everybody that we just watched in that last game, I mean, we just saw exactly come all the way up, probably around the 25th mark. And these guys as well in this page too, they've just risen a significant amount, but there's everybody bouncing, doing it all. It's like a whole bunch of different people and a bunch of different threads trying to grab their lion's share of the prizing at the end of the day.
I'm going to say it right now, grab your cameras or just take a screenshot of any of these pages past the top 10. They will change next game. Ball is right. It's bouncing back and forth. It's a ping pong match all the way up top. Everyone right beside there, hitting.
Man, guys, this has been such just a joy in general, right? We have one game left to go as Shy just disappears. Goodbye, my friend. We will never forget you. He's gone.
Look,
Bala, we've got one game.
It's just too intense for him. It's ping-ponging back and forth. He's like, no, you know, I can't take it. Let's go away from here because apparently he can't manifest an internet connection. It's all good.
Guys, you know what? We're just going to step away. We're going to throw back in the game. Monster D-Face. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. The replays. We got to talk about some things that did unfold. You know, man, manifest, that's just going to be the theme of what we are looking at. Break this down for us.
Absolutely, I will. It's Coop at the top. We wanted to highlight he's done to really shine and come all the way to the top. This is in the last game. He's pretty much in a backwards position, in the back zone, no materials. And what he will do is pull out that tack. That was called out by the casters and said that he's so good in these situations, and just a few of them, every single time he's picking up one flopper, finding the pass, and you saw him scoot all the way back up on the right side. It's crazy that he's able to find these things. This was the first game back in front, and still another player in his box. He doesn't care. He's fine with that. He's like, okay, you want to stay? I will take you out. You're good. And then moving into that game, this was probably one of his better games, but every single one was, because Zeke, he has a 10.2 average placement over 5 games. I think out of the finals that we've watched, even in EU, that was unheard of. This is a little bit more consistent, and a little bit more from Coop than we've seen anybody in terms of game after game performance.
And the thing is, he's been able to couple this with a handful of donations, right? Earlier on in the broadcast, Sundown talked about this. Breaking high is so important, but you need the eliminations tied with that. If you're just placing high with no elims, you're not going to get that far. Coop has not placed out of top 25 in 5 games. Like, that's absurd.
It is, and for you know what he's doing in the, like you saw it in the last bit of that package. Like, Sundown called it. Right? He said the players who can play with low materials, the low map players, will end up being able to find that consistency, find that game after game conversion on points. And you saw it in that. Coop was literally 3 games out of the ones we just watched. The highlights from those was him ducking and diving between all the little old builds, and he always found himself not only elimination, but somebody with floppers where he could outlast and even find more paths to victory.
And a lot of that is just on the backs of confidence, right? You can see it in his play. You can tell Coop is finally firing on all cylinders. I say finally like he wasn't before, but he is. From the beginning, he has his eyes set on the prize. With one game left, can he hold on?
12 points, that's the difference. With one game left, somebody has to show up, and it really looks like Class
¿Qué tal esa wea?
do it, so we've got to keep our eyes on that dual Zeke.
Right, viewers at home, make sure you're watching the elimination feed. We're following.
¿Qué tranza, güey?
Can he hold on and be the new FNC?
¿Ya regresaste o sigues allá?
No, ya regresé, güey. Estoy viendo las FNCs.
¿Neta?
Te lo juro. Métete donde estoy. ¿Con quién estás? ¿Con Brisa, no? ¿Algo así? Ah, no.
No.
A ver, ¿quieres que me
¿Cómo
salga?
lo explico?
Nada más.
Dice en vivo.
Métete, ajá, métete. ¿Dónde estoy yo?
O sea, nada, le doy ready y ya.
Ajá. Virga. Cayeron un vergo, separados. Literal, no van a hacer muchas kills en poco tiempo, en mucho tiempo.
No me deja.
¿Qué te pone? A ver, me salgo y nos volvemos a meter los dos juntos.
Simón. Ya, ¿cómo se llama? Se va a unir el César a nuestra serie de Minecraft.
¿Qué haces, César?
El hermano del Sion.
Ah, ok, ok. Pinche sí un joto, güey, la neta.
Güey, estaba en... No es tan... No destruimos tu casa. Bueno, sí se destruyó, pero... Fue por un accidente.
A ver, dale, ready. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
Porque invocamos a un Wither.
¿Ahí?
No, pues se fue hasta allá.
No mames. ¿Pero
Y
se
también
destruyó
hizo un
solamente lo
desastre
del
en
medio
medio.
o todo?
No, lo del medio nada más.
Ah, ok. Es
Porque
que
lo
no sé.
alejamos.
Hola, what?
Ya, pues. Pero es en solitario, creo, ¿no?
No,
Por
es
eso
en
no-
escuadrones, dice aquí squads. A ver,
¿Eh?
dice squad. O jugamos
Ah,
festivo.
en sí en fiesta campal, ¿no?
Ajá. ¿O quieres jugar
Pues
otra
dale,
cosa?
ready ahí. A ver, dale, dije.
Mami, no me digas que no. ¿O cuántos puntos tienes? Ah, ¿te crees? Ah, ya nos unió, ya nos unió. Me sigues, me
Le
sigues.
quito el estrés, le gimen y le... Te digo, Torre, si no sabes cuál es. Lo trazaste como 7. ¿Es en la polla?
¿Qué?
Pues eso.
Sí, sí.
¿Dónde se
Hola,
ve?
escucho solamente de un lado. Te lo juro. Hola.
Ya te quedaste sordo, güey.
No, me refiero a los audífonos, solo se escuchan de un lado.
No mames, estaba en un torneo, ya había ganado y empieza y dice, son de prueba.
Neta, güey.
Sí, güey.
Mira, ven, sígueme. Espera acá.
A ver, ¿dónde estás?
¿No estoy yo? ¿Cuánto ping vas?
A 60.
Ok.
Ah, no, a 20, what the fuck.
Simón. Yo voy a 15.
No, no.
Pero estoy streameando XD.
Déjame, me salgo de este pinche grupo que nada más con ese verdadero puto.
Hola.
Espérate. Ahí está.
A ver, creo que hice algo en mi audio.
Me regalaron este baile, mira.
A ver.
El que está en la tienda. Ahora sí que necesito encontrarlo. Creo que está al final, no está al final. Pues es el del ukelele.
Ah, sí, sí, sí.
Está bien
Vente,
feo.
vente. Buga va en cuarto lugar, creo. Pero el que está ganando es uno como nosotros, güey. Un XD.
¿Dónde está?
Te lo juro,
Oh,
güey.
no, ma.
Nadie lo reconoce. Mira ese güey. Ah, no, ese no.
Ese es Clicks.
Sí, ya vi.
Mami, juega bien perro.
Simón. La temporada pasada hice un ridículo, güey.
¿El Clicks?
Yo, güey.
Ah, el Buga.
Sí, mira. Tiene gente, sí, puto. Ok. Es que no les conviene
Ok.
pelear, güey.
Pero el otro va a rushear bien loco, ya viste.
Simón, ya vi.
It's Bugga though on the rotate right now, trying to make it happen here. You can see 37 points is pretty strong. He's on the rotate. He's trying to cut through the zone right now. He's doing so good. He's
Hola,
got players
ah,
nearby.
es
He's
alguien de
gotta be
aquí.
super
Pensé que alguien
careful.
estaba
This
volando
is
en medio de la
entire
casa y era
setting on
bien
the line.
chiquito.
His top 5 is up for grabs right now.
Sí.
That's Coop still.
Hola,
He's alive.
es
He's got
Emen morado.
57 points. This is so clutch for Coop
Yo
right
creo,
now.
eh.
All he has to do is stay
Naranja.
alive, ride this tidal wave, sit on his surfboard,
Y de
and
los
bring
estos
it
güeyes.
home.
Ese güey,
Will
cómo
he be able
estorba,
to do it is the big question. He's hovering up above. Little does he know, there's a player
aura,
inside the
míralo.
bush to the side there. Lucky for him, instincts
Uy,
are
si
gonna
le pongo
kick
como
over
al
here. He's gonna
apuntar
make
se ve
the
más
right
chido.
decision,
Sí.
decision to get closer to zone to play
Se ve
into
todo en
the
zoom.
materials that are right in front of him. It's okay. He's
Ese güey va
No
ganando.
lo topo.
El OA Cup, ese es el que está ganando, güey.
No manches.
Nadie lo topa, güey. Está loco, güey. Llevan 57, el segundo creo que lleva 40 o algo así, güey. Pues ese güey ya la tiene ganada ahí. Mira el dupes. Claro, usando la combinación de buga. Pinche ahora puta. Que la verga.
Still farming though. Hanging out here. This is the intensity that we expect in a grand finals, also.
Yeah, exactly. Dubs right now in 5th place on 37 points. He's got less than 1 average elimination. He is in 5th
A la
place
verga, cómo se
with
queda
less than
pensando,
1
picando,
average
güey.
elimination. That is ridiculous. So Dubs looking to just continue his slow and steady format. He's not trying to jump up. He's probably noticed
Ojo.
that Coop's got way too many points to chase up. And we keep talking about the top.
Ese güey va al push, ¿ya viste?
$500 on the line. There is nothing
Sí.
to stop at about coming top
Ese es
5,
el-
top 3. It's not
Tiene la
about
combinación
those places.
del-
He's just trying to push up into a
Ese güey,
pretty
¿cómo se llama?
aggressive
El
fight that we
Yelty.
haven't seen
Simón,
too many
Simón.
of today. And this
O es
will start
Yelty.
to happen
Ya
in
pues,
game
no
6.
manches, no,
People
¿cómo
are
crees?
leaving nothing
Yelty no
out there.
clasificó.
They wanna go, maybe
El
they're
único que
frustrated.
clasificó
Games
es el
haven't gone their way.
Pillot.
They're gonna back their mechanics and take
No.
fights they wouldn't otherwise take.
¿Qué tal si es Pillot representando a Yelty?
No,
¿Ya viste la combinación?
Creo que sí, güey. Ah, sí, puede que sea Pillot, Ah, Simón.
Sí, en la combinación del Chelsea.
Sí, sí, pero a ver, ¿quién es?
Ay, no
Es
sé.
Aqua,
Sí,
es Aqua, es
Yelty,
Aqua.
güey.
No mames, Yelty. Sí, sí era, güey. Sí era, güey. Lo hizo
Te
bien.
dije.
Pobrecito, güey.
No creo que clasificó.
Oh, no.
No, según yo, no.
Pues ahí está, mi fuera Yelty.
Imagínate cuánto se tarda en buscar partida, güey.
Sí, no,
Si
man.
solo hay 100.
Aspect Zen. What?
Este güey se llama Seth y su team es Aspect. A la mierda. Güey, me voy a ir el martes otra vez, pero voy a ir a cero de ping. O sea, voy a jugar, pero a cero de ping.
That is true here. Aspect trying to make something big of the rotate here now. You can see there's plenty of players nearby still hanging out.
Hola, ¿va lagueado el video?
Already popping, pulling players to the
Sí.
north. That's where the pro players are going to start having to pull their focus
A
in.
la
We're going to have to
bestia.
start sliding
Míralo.
away all the way up here. Aspect.
¿Tiene gente ese güey? Ah, Simón.
Just outside of Salty Springs now, putting in some shots. So he's going to be
Le saltaron semen en la jeta.
And this is digging into two. Oh my gosh, the fact that he's using 2 shields right now just shows, it indicates that after wants to fall, he doesn't even want to leave anything on the table. It's using
Ya, pues, que se me cayó el mando.
¡Hola! ¡No, güey!
¡Hola! No, man.
No, bro, le dio 200.
And someone's behind Gabe. It's like a little highway. That river, they're all swimming down it. They
Ahí
see
otro
Aspect
tiene.
got an
Y no
elimination.
tiene,
They
no
see him chasing the
tiene
loot. They saw
vida
him
este
get
cabrón.
cracked with a sniper rifle. And you do, you love to see
O si tiene,
Aspect
no,
backing himself,
bueno, minis,
using
güey.
the 2 big
Y los
pots,
chilitos.
freeing up a slot for
Para
the sniper,
escapar, porque
and
si
then
va a pelear está muy
instantly,
jodido.
within 5 seconds, gets the elimination that makes it worth it. That was a huge swing, but there were 2 players hot on his heels.
Oh, pinche
Able to pick up
perra,
a base
neta.
on NAE, so going aggressive. So you have to look out for players like Coop, like Class, like Accept here to hold on to their lead and avoid those
Este
players,
güey.
because they want to have their slow and steady games. They want to get to the end game. They don't want to get caught up in fights like this.
That's it. You're seeing it unfold right here, right now. Only 78
My
players
God.
remaining in the lobby. Everyone's on their final
¿Va a jugar el
marathon
Chronic,
push
güey?
to make it through, to make
No
their
sé,
way
no me
up, to
contestan la
claw their way
perra.
into that top 5,
¿Por qué,
top
güey?
10.
¿Se enojó
Players like
contigo?
Accept that 40 points are doing just that
No,
too. Remember,
no sé.
he's top 3 right now. Any of these engagements can quite literally throw him out of the loop right now. Take him out of the comp. He's got to think long and hard before he takes these shots and fires off the cylinders at different players.
¿Le fue al rushear?
Bien
Ah,
cagado
no.
esos güeyes.
Simón, pensé que era otra persona yéndole a rushear con el grapper, güey. Ese es el Pillot, ¿no?
Pero
Keox
Ah, no es el
has a
Keox.
little bit more of a gap to close here. He's got to play a little bit more
Es
aggro,
King, ¿no?
possibly quite literally take a
Keox,
fight that
no
he
sé,
doesn't
güey, la
want to
verdad.
right now.
But I have to think Keox has picked up more points in his final games than almost anyone. Booger
A
had
ver
the
este
big
güey.
run, but Keox, I believe going into game 3 or whether it was game 2, had 2 points, and then he got a massive 20-point game. But he's
Ya
keeping
empezó
that
el
consistency
Apon,
going.
¿ya
He's
viste?
had another big
124
game
Apon.
on the back of that as
Es el
well.
rayo
So
que les
Keox
digo, güey,
currently
cuando
in
hay
7th
endgames
place, but he's
chidos.
jumping the leaderboard. Yeah, he had a 6 elimination win in game
Quedan
4, and in
77
game 5 was a
personas, güey.
7 elimination 19. So this is a player that's leaving nothing on the line. He could have that big game to jump up.
No
that
mames,
we've
que va a
been looking
rushear.
for.
Completely dialed in on that one as well. 7 elims in a top 20. So Keox has thrusted his way all the way up.
A
He's in
ver,
7th place
¿qué va a
right
hacer
now.
este cabrón?
You guys forget that with every single point, Keox is securing his way, and he's shutting out competitors, right? We're in game 6 now. If you fall out, there's no more opportunity. As players like Nanolite are still trying to find something,
Hola.
still trying to do
Okay.
something here. He hasn't been on the camera a lot today.
Hola, ¿le
but he's still
dispararon?
been in the
Ah,
question, he's
Simón.
been in the conversation. He can still make his final ride
No,
into
güey.
Se ve que es medio malo.
strong
Un
right
poco,
now.
un poco. Se fue la
And that's
calidad,
it.
¿no?
That
Ah,
is
no,
the
ya
story
regresó.
of Nanolite. It's those top finishes performing
No,
so well,
güey,
coming
le están
top
diciendo-
4
le están
and
haciendo
getting
Teal
back
Party.
Anaheim, but still, just a face you don't see a lot of. Someone that doesn't get a lot of respect.
Tiene
He's
a
so
uno
good in
atrás,
stack
puso
lobbies,
atrás.
but he doesn't
Sí,
perform
sí.
well in cash cups.
Pero están
Currently
en
an
Eastern,
average
¿no?
elimination of 1.6. So he is a
Sí.
player
Oh,
with glory. He
ah,
came
Simón,
second
Simón.
last game, so he's looking really, really good here at the end.
Ah,
But
no,
he's
no,
gotta
no, lo
keep
tiene atrás
going. He's gotta
literal.
keep
Creo que iba a
pushing
pelear ese
forward
güey.
and try and make something happen, as these
Le
are the
dio.
fights that are going to be the questionable ones. Can he hold
Güey,
his
son
own?
malos.
He has to fight mid-game when people get aggressive and set up on top of him. He can't just play his
Van
safe
en
placement
la
game.
Yo sí me
tercera.
mato al
So
Nanolite.
now,
Ese
Slink
güey sí
inside
me
top
mata.
75,
No sé
so
cómo
one placement point goes
clasificó
out.
la
The first punt of the game, Monster.
FN.
As much as
La
there's
FNCS,
people going
pues es que
aggressive
pues
out
por
there,
puntos,
there's
güey. O
players
si
that
fuera
still
por
play
habilidad,
safe and keeping this in
pues es
true
por...
Middle East slow
O
and
sea,
steady
puedes
fashion.
campearla toda, güey, y ya que te den
That's
los
right,
de
and
esos
this
y
could be
robar
a
kills al
fight
final,
that'll
güey.
make or break Nanolite right now. This is a big fight, and the crash pad is actually gonna send him flying
Usó
out.
crash pad.
And I'm not sure if that's a blessing or a curse right now.
Está
because
muerto este
Jack
cabrón.
is well on his
El otro
heels,
está
and Nanolite has to
200,
make a
güey.
big
No le dio
decision
ninguna
here.
bala.
He can't stay here for much longer. If he does, it's
Sí,
an
es.
easy entry for the crash pad, especially
Y le
with the
pushean de
terrain.
dos lados.
Here it comes on the other
Güey,
side of the ball.
pobrecito.
Ooh,
¡Ojo!
shotgun. Well timed
No
on the
mames, ese
edit.
cabrón.
He catches Jack. Doesn't make the edit fast enough though, and now he's shot a few times.
¿Quién le está disparando, güey?
Ya valió
Very
caca,
far off in
no
the
sé.
distance.
Creo que el
I think
tuyo
he's gonna be
va
okay
más
here to heal up and stay alive.
adelantado que el mío.
Yeah, but it's now I didn't
Pues,
see too many
tú
meds
dices
there. He's not
ojo
in a good
cuando
spot.
ese
See
güey
Pen
todavía
is
estaba
out in
editando.
zone, not in a good spot.
Ay,
Has
qué
the
de-
meds, but needs to get in to have the time to use them. He's left
¿Ese
his
es el
rotate
mismo
very,
o
very
es
late,
el-
and maybe it's this kind of missed timing
Es
on the
otro,
rotate
güey?
that could explain the 11
Creo que
points.
es el mismo,
Not too
¿eh?
high up there, but what can he do? Are there players around him who are high up
No,
on the
¡hola!
leaderboard?
¡No, güey! ¡Hola,
No,
verga!
man.
Seventh place going down. The analyst talked about it. We've talked about
Güey.
it in solos, every interaction.
Le dio 200 y sin pensarlo.
Has no showing to get top 5, top 10, or even close, but he's just taking Keox out. That's why it matters so much.
¿Qué? ¿What? ¿No agarró luz?
Fortnite fan, we
Ya
gotta
sé,
give
ya sé.
shout-outs to everyone that's made it this far, even players like
Ya está
Keox.
empezando,
He's
ojo al face
hold a
dubs.
very strong positioning
Con
in the
pistolita y con
comp so far.
escopeta,
It's been a
claro
long,
que sí.
grueling set of FNCS quals, heats,
No,
and
güey.
now grand
No,
finals.
lo
Some of the
mataron. ¿Quién lo
favorites are
mató?
falling here. Even Dubs now,
¿El Eda?
Fajita, who are still trying
El
to say,
ex
hey,
de Eda, no lo
this is
topo,
the
eh.
reason. They
No
are
lo
the
topo.
best of the best out there right
A ver, a ver, a
now.
ver.
The
Sí,
crash
tiene
pad
2
across the
puntos.
field
O sea,
here
va mal
just
en
to
el
continue to
torneo.
keep
Bueno,
them
no,
in
ni
the
tan
game.
mal.
And that's how Dubs'
Pero pues el
run
top 1
ends
creo que
now,
tienen
and
50 y
Hita's story
tantos.
begins here. But is it too late?
Exacto.
Sure is, because we're in the last run now.
A ver.
Dubs falls. Dubs was pushing
Este güey
up there.
tiene
He was
high.
in
Ah,
place
no.
and he
Los
goes
de
down, and
los de ahí de la
that's just
montaña
having
de allá de la
average
casa de
eliminations
Parque
of less than
Placentero
one
tienen
a
high.
game. So
Este
Mándale
güey ganó la
mensaje a Tony
partida
y dile
anterior.
que sí va a jugar.
Simón.
Is rough to see, and yeah, you have to give props to
A
all
ver,
these players, especially
ahorita
the
vengo,
ones
voy
low
por el
in the
celular.
league, still playing their game into
Simón.
game 6, Monster. They're not quitting, they're not giving up, they're still taking it seriously, and that's what it's about. This is practice at the end of the day. This is solos at the highest level, and you can improve on things every single time you play, as exactly trying to get some shots out here and getting player very focused. That's all it takes sometimes. Puts down some damage, and a lot of people are going to have eyes on you for a free elimination or some Storm Surge tags as well.
This is a great position to be in now. You can see everyone down there.
Three,
That
six,
natural low
seven.
elevation working against
What?
them. Just off the rotates there, coming out the
Me
zone.
voy a
as
comer
late.
todas las galletas.
On the other side, though, D-Roller alive in this game, healthy and well.
Ya
in the
llevo 3
center.
paquetes.
Has a good position on the zone here. It looks like this is a different end game. Yeah, we haven't seen the zone pull very often up here towards the northwestern portion. situation. But finally, we do get a little love for the players that landed around here, we might be seeing, or maybe makes sense as to why so many other players are falling now. So many of the big names, because they haven't had the experience, at least in this tournament today, up in this section of the map, and that plays a big part into rotates and everything.
Yeah, you see there, Clicks was set up in the middle on that elimination he got on Blake, so he obviously has Pleasant Park now on lockdown. He got an elimination, got his Storm Surge, and hasn't had to move. He's just sitting in his box, so this could have been such a big game for Blake, but just like that, he goes down, and now Clicks has a chance to jump up there and maybe earn some extra money as Class in second place right now. He came into this game 12 points behind Coop in first, so he needs to pick it up, needs to do something big, and as far as I'm aware, in Game 6 of the NA East Grand Final...
No me contestó el pinche chamaquito puto.
Have to fall shortly if anyone's able to overtake this one, and that's why we have eyes on Class, because he's the one trying to do it, trying to jump up.
Este güey lleva 47, creo que va al top 2 este güey.
No, es que el primero vi que tenía 30, creo.
¿Neta?
Sí.
Se chingó uno este güey.
That's right, the difference here is going to be eliminations. He's going to need to get closer and
Okay, se quedó bugueado.
more if he wants to take a stab at the throne here. It's only going to be down to Class. Players like Accept.
Yo me aburrí.
Yo también, ya quiero jugar. Si no vemos en Twitter quién ganó, ya la chingada.
Sí.
Ya voy a apagar el directo, si no me voy a ir.